Jesus, it's so loud.
Yeah, I know.
We're good.
Why is your microphone so loud?
I don't know. They're all set the same.
I mean, I guess yours is loud.
Yeah. We good?
Yep.
Tight.
You have to clap.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, Joel, you clap. It's got to be in front of both cameras, though. Hell yeah. Welcome back to Austin and Travis's Slumber Party.
Jesus, you're coming in hot.
I know. I'll back up. Hey, guys. Welcome back to Austin and Travis's Slumber Party.
That's a much nicer energy.
You're here with Austin and Travis and one of my favorite people in the entire fucking world, Joel Madden.
Hey, guys.
Joel is one of the few people. He's one of those top 10 I was talking about yesterday. Like when I was talking to Dwayne, that I would do anything for.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a different list.
On MySpace, I would have been in your top 8.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
Yeah.
He's saying maybe because you're in top 10, but you might be 9 or 10 down there. So
There's
we're
a
not
1
sure.
out of 5 chance. I'm good
Yeah.
at fractions.
Wow, what a smart kid. Hello, Joel.
Hey.
Thanks for coming to this.
Hello, Travis. How are you, young man?
I'm all right.
Like his shirt.
Oh, I'm too
Just move the cable like.
horny for this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What does that mean?
I'm too horny to
To you
What
specifically.
does that mean? It feels very
Feels aggressive.
It feels very early 2000s young white male aggression.
He'd be like an extra in Cheaper by the... Not Cheaper by the Dozen. I'm sorry.
What the
American
hell?
Pie.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Travis.
It can kind of
I'm
fit that
not
vibe.
dissing your shirt.
It's from
'Cause it could mean something deeper.
no, it's from a Twitter account called The Share Zone.
Oh, okay. What does that mean? What is
It's
that?
It'd be
wait,
so
wait.
cool if they were a sponsor and this is how we plugged them and it was that smooth.
Well, they've become unofficially a sponsor.
Right.
Just
Sponsored by The Share Zone.
So they have to pay us because we mentioned them.
That's just podcast law.
Has your day been good? Because it's about to get worse. So I hope the first part of it was good.
it was great. Yeah, it's Sunday. Sunday is family day.
Not for us.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
don't have families yet.
Yeah. We're all alone.
We're each other's shitty family, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really nice. Yeah, nice little Sunday.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's about to be a bad Sunday night. Austin, how's your day been?
Good. I mean, I wish we didn't start with Elijah because that just made me tired, like in the beginning. But
His energy was a lot lower than yours. I feel like that was all on you.
Who's been your best guest so far?
You.
Okay, I'm gonna say Dwayne just because at the end we have people like plug whatever they have going on, and he was just like, "Man, I just want to send out like the best vibes for everybody. I love y'all. Thank you so much. Like, I just want to." He was just like very nice, and I'm just like, dude, he's too good
a
to
good
be
person.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
I can't believe you're playing favorites with all the guests. They're all going to listen to all these episodes.
That's
It's okay.
And know.
Next season you'll have new guests. So
Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
better.
that's true.
And new friends
now that
too.
they've been on.
Yeah.
We
doesn't
we
matter
ditch
anymore.
everybody that's done anything on this on this season, and we need all new friends.
We need
All new
fresh
friend group.
blood.
Yeah.
Joel, have you had any experience with fan fiction in any way?
No, we haven't.
Never read it.
None.
Nope.
Never written
Whoa.
Nope.
Okay.
I
Smart.
barely know what fan fiction is.
All right, Travis, explain.
I'm guessing it's sexual in nature.
Mostly.
Like
It
I
doesn't
was,
have to
like
be,
I was
but
showing
most of
you
it is.
on that website. There's just stories for like any type of like fandom, like TV shows or movies or bands or just people. And a lot of times it is like shipping people and like having them have sex with each other. But it can also just be like just like a story, like you want to write like a new chapter of Harry Potter or something.
Right. Okay.
There was one, like the only fanfic I have with Kellen. We actually read it in the first season, but it's completely platonic. We are just talking on a park bench.
Okay.
So.
Well, it's not totally platonic because like you two want to date, but he's married in it.
Oh. Yeah, but nothing like
Nothing happens,
meaty
but
happened.
you want
Okay.
they want it to.
Yeah.
So this will be a new experience for me. But I'm pretty laid back. I can roll with the weirdness. So
I just want you to keep in mind.
One
we
thing
didn't write
is,
this.
I'm hoping you didn't write it.
yeah. When I was gathering the stories for this season,
Was there a lot?
there's a lot of stories.
Lot
Yeah.
to draw from.
Weren't there like 400 or
here's-
500?
Here's the thing. When I was picking stories for this episode, when I found out that you were going to be a guest, there weren't any stories between like you guys and Austin or anyone in water parks. So I
Okay.
had to like just
Which
look.
is a shame.
We have an older fan base. I
Yeah.
can see that.
So I had to just look for Good Charlotte fanfics, and I went to that website I showed you, Archive of Our Own, and I decided just like off the bat, like you can choose what tags to include or exclude, and so I excluded the tag called Twincest,
Okay.
and so I texted.
Can you figure out what that means?
Yeah, I kind of appreciate you leaving that
And so
one
I
out.
texted Austin saying, "LOL, when I exclude Twincest, the amount of stories gets cut in half."
Okay.
And so he responded saying, "Don't exclude it then."
Okay. Of course
So,
you did.
so it's Austin. I just want to say it's Austin's fault that these stories are in this.
But it's not my fault they exist.
Okay.
So I'll take half the blame.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
I already don't like the title. So
Yeah.
What's wrong with twins in the shower? What is that?
It's weird.
Should we start? I guess.
Yeah, sure.
We've already gotten into it.
Yeah.
This first one is called "Twins in the Shower" by. Okay.
Oh, so we're
hold
going
on.
straight to the.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
This is by Thundery Lee on Archive of Our Own. And I want to say, also, I can't remember the other two, but Thundery Lee and like two other people under the Twincest tag, there are like 25 or 30 of those, and these three people wrote literally, I think, like 20 of them. So
That means there's someone out there that's written like 7 stories.
Do they make
this person is one of them.
Is there any financial value to this for them? Like, is it?
No, they just do it for fun.
That
You
is
don't get paid off
very-
Wattpad.
Yeah, this is just for
weird.
fun.
It's like a
If they want
hobby.
to.
Like some people
Okay.
collect cars, some people work out. This person's like Benji and Jolson. Fuck.
I mean, E.L. James wrote 50 Shades of Grey as a Twilight fanfic, and then
Oh, and then it
obviously
became that.
Obviously, she made some money off of that.
Yeah.
So
But
maybe
that's a rare
maybe
case.
this will be something
No,
like
but
that.
how crazy would it be if like a massive franchise started based on like
Based
someone
off
writing
Twins in the
this?
Shower. It could happen after this airs.
Nothing's impossible.
Nothing is impossible. Well,
We'll see.
Here we go.
And Joel, we also let our guests start off the story.
what's the structure here?
You
You just stop reading whenever,
Okay.
and one of us will start.
Okay.
You can popcorn too. Like it's like where you're like, Travis, like in 4th grade.
Okay. Okay. So
Here we go.
here we go. Twins in the shower.
Hey, I'm sorry in advance.
Hi. Looking
response
at
is-
the first sentence is hard for me to even read. Joel ran the bar of soap all over his chest,
Hell yeah.
lifting his face directly into the spray of the shower. The hot water encompassed his body, soothing his aching muscles. Yes, a shower after a long night of performing was just the way to relax. I'm wondering what they think a long night of performing is like.
What
did
kind
we
of
have
performing?
3 shows in a row?
Right.
On a rotating sit on a.
Are you in a venue bathroom? Are you wearing flip flops? Because you should be.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
All of these immediately these questions come to mind.
Right.
Imagining trying to take a shower in that venue
It's disgusting.
bathroom that I think where we performed here is just horrifying to me.
Oh yeah, the podcaster.
Disgusting.
Yeah. No.
Already I'm disgusted.
And all you've done is take a shower.
Yeah,
This is gonna be so bad.
his blissful reverie was interrupted when he heard the bathroom door open. Why wouldn't I have it locked?
I don't know. You should always
'Cause
lock
I
it.
lock the bathroom door.
Well,
It's
'cause
a habit.
I think
of mine.
subconsciously maybe you want what's about to happen to happen.
No. And he poked his wet head out of the shower curtain to see his brother looking at him oddly. Benj, what the? My shower doesn't work, Benj said bitterly, peeling off his sweat-soaked clothing. So he would have found out his shower didn't work while still in his sweaty clothes.
Yes.
That's right. You got to turn it on before you.
Yeah.
Is that not your
the
routine?
process?
That's my process because I turn it on and then like let it warm up while I then get undressed and get ready to go in there.
Interesting.
That's just me though.
I guess it's just you.
Yeah, no one's hopping in. So maybe.
I get naked as soon as possible.
as soon as you get home from anything you've been doing.
Yeah, the pants just start falling off.
That's why Lucas stays in his room.
Are you reading ahead?
Yeah,
Stop!
I don't know that I could even read this stuff. This is insane.
It's bad,
okay.
yeah.
You're gonna have to share. Joel raised an eyebrow. There's no way we can both fit in here. Can you wait? Can't you wait?
That's your problem with it, is that it's just too small.
No, replied Benji decisively.
So if he came up in real life and was all like, "Yo, my shower's messed up,"
that would never happen.
Okay.
It would never happen.
Okay, because he respects your boundaries.
And we would never have showers that don't work.
Yo, that's the most expensive
Wow.
way you could have said that. Fuck
It would
yeah,
just
I love
never,
it.
Really flexing on us.
it would never happen.
Implying that we have showers that don't work.
The fucking shower here, I took a shower here last night, and I thought it was busted, but it's just that the shower water comes out faster than it drains, so it's like a race against the clock before you're just like standing in a bathtub.
I was really
Just, like,
trying
gets
to
higher and
relate to
higher.
you, but the truth is that I turned my shower and my steam shower on from an iPad.
Wow.
That's in your car.
That's in my Tesla.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you park and turn it on.
Like
and
get in the
then head
driveway. No, you're driving home from work. You're like, oh, I need it hot when I get home.
That's why when I said I turn it on first and then get ready, you're like, what the fuck is he talking
Poor
about?
bitch, you have a handle.
You touch your shower?
I don't even. I have a robot that undresses.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous, he said. We haven't taken a shower together since we were like 5. So, Benj tossed his head back and moaned appreciatively as the water flowed over him.
Okay, so he got in. Okay.
So he is in the shower now.
Yep.
Damn, this feels good. I'm fucking cold. Scoot over. Joel realized as soon as he pushed his way back towards the spray that perhaps it wasn't such a great idea. The width of the shower was definitely not big enough to comfortably hold 2 grown men side by side.
2 strong grown men.
And Joel
at
found that he had to actually stand face to face with
Damn it.
Benji in order for both of them to enjoy the warm water.
We need to find
So-
Thunderlee's Twitter, just so we can
God.
see who. I want to know who wrote this.
This is
So at this
it's
point,
twisted.
you've just accepted that you're going to take a shower together.
Well, yeah.
It does seem that way.
You're thinking about the best
I'm
way to
gonna
do
let
it.
you. I'm gonna let you take over. From here.
All right. This arrangement didn't seem to faze Benji. Hand over the soap, would you? The tile was cold against Joel's back as he dropped the bar into Benji's hand. He lifted his eyes to find his twin staring at him. What? Said Joel defensively, noticing the water droplets fall from Benji's mussed-up hair. A loud clang sounded as the bar of soap fell, forgotten to the bottom of the tub.
Now, I want to point out this has to be like a story that's in the past though, because Benji now shaves his
He
head,
shaves his head now.
so there's no more
Okay.
hair.
He has a head tattoo now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a big skull.
He likes to show off.
I wonder
So-
when this was
I would show
written.
that off too if I had a giant skull on my head.
He has great slicked back hair though. When he grows his hair out, it's very,
Ooh,
it's very.
that's what you have going
greaser.
on, right?
When I do my hair, I
Yeah,
do
yeah, yeah.
slick it back.
So this might be a while ago.
Yeah.
Joel belatedly realized that was because Benji had dropped it in favor of grabbing his face and kissing him fiercely. It was so sudden and surreal that he didn't even think about protesting, even when he felt his brother's tongue force itself into his mouth. What are you saying over here?
I said I'm so sorry.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
apologizing.
this is your fault. Benji pulled back as abruptly as he had leaned in, and Joel's mouth remained slightly parted as he gaped at him in awe. What the fuck was that for?
The strangest idea that it goes. Wait. It goes this long,
Oh my god.
or no?
No. This is this
is one
printout
of-
is multiple stories.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, wow.
This
So
is
you picked
not
one.
Yeah, this is not a 20-page
Okay.
story.
Scared
God
me.
forbid.
So Travis picked this one. Just want to throw that in there.
Yeah. Benji smirked. I knew you wanted me. If you didn't, you would have kicked me out of here already. And I mean, that's probably true in the reality of this story. Don't you think?
Yeah. Guess so.
Yeah. Joel opened his mouth to respond, but Benji cut him off by kissing him again. Honestly, he had never really considered it, but now that he had Benji's lips on his and Benji's arms wrapped around him, he wondered why he hadn't thought of it before. Warm, wet skin pressed up against him as Benji pulled him closer, groaning deeply into his mouth as their bodies met. Joel instinctively kissed him back, tilting his head for a better angle, and ran his hands up the sides of Benji's chest. He felt his brother shiver slightly, tightening his hold on him, and Joel did it again. The water made it quite easy to slide over Benji's skin, massaging the extra weight above his hips before trailing his fingers lightly up and around his back.
person has really thought,
They
this
thought
out.
about that.
Yeah.
The extra weight above his hips is a weird detail to include. Austin, you want to take over?
No.
You take.
Now you have to, buddy.
Yeah, you take over. I'm gonna
Gotta
find out
read.
when this was written.
God damn it. All right.
Joel gasped.
Joel gasped. God.
This came out in 2006.
Okay.
The first day of 2006,
Wow.
January 1st.
So they're
that-
like, I'm going to start this year off right.
Gonna get this year cracking.
Yep, exactly.
All right. Joel gasped as he felt his brother harden against his thigh.
You can be a bit more enthusiastic.
Oh my gosh, Austin.
This is a bad day.
It's supposed to be an entertaining show. You can
And
be
at
a
the
bit more
same
lively.
time, he realized he was getting hard too. We're gonna get dropped. Like tomorrow, they're gonna be like, "Hey, so listen."
We can't work together anymore. Sorry.
No one will look at each other in the eye. Oh God. Okay. That seemed to be Benji's intent, though, judging by the way he was fervently kissing Joel and maneuvering them so
need to
that
enunciate
their
a little
lower
better.
bodies were aligned. When his erection
When his what?
when his erection touched Benji's, Joel emitted a low growl. Thank you, Travis. From the back of his throat, and lowered his hands to grip the soft. Stop! You're making it worse. The soft flesh. Okay, actually,
This
you know
is
what?
kind of like reading it, almost as if you were reading it to your dad.
Yeah, that's what this
That's what it
feels
feels
like.
like,
It
yeah.
feels very weird.
And yet he told me to pick these kinds of stories. So what does
I
that tell
thought
you?
it was funny in my head. Now it's not.
Well, here we are. We all have to
Yeah.
live with our
You gotta
choices.
get through it, Austin.
All right.
You can do
Just
this. With a little bit of spirit here.
all right.
Yes, please.
Lowered his hands to grip the soft flesh of Benji's ass. Oh, no, I hear Lucas and John are not having it.
This is how uncomfortably you used to read stories about you in like season
I know,
1.
but like I got like desensitized.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't even bat an eye anymore.
I know now. I'm just like, yep. Jeff fucked my face, and like I came in autos. All right, cool. Benji responded by pushing Joel against the wall and thrusting against him, hastily breaking the kiss in order to latch his mouth firmly onto Joel's neck.
You can't unsee that.
I can't unread it either. Joel couldn't stop the loud moan from escaping his lungs. Seemed to encourage.
There's a lot of discrepancies here, but I'm going to let them go.
No. Don't let them pass because
A
I
loud
never do.
moan wouldn't come from your lungs, first of all.
Yeah.
It
Fucking
would come
idiots.
from your chest.
Yeah, I felt like my chest.
Less of a lung, more of a chest.
Yeah, I think so.
Go ahead.
This is the weirdest one. This is why like I've never had my dad on. That's what this feels like.
I did want to get your dad on, as a guest in this
I know.
season, but
There should be a website where kids write parent fiction.
oh my,
Parent
what?
fic. That's the worst suggestion anyone has ever had. Ever.
Like,
Not even
right?
just on
Like,
this show.
Mom and dad, or their
Fuck.
parents.
Like mommy touched daddy's meaty
Is it
balls
being-
or something like.
No, like I don't mean. I mean like obviously older. Older kids, like teenagers. The
You're
age
making
of
this
people
make
that
less
would-
sense to me.
Yeah, it didn't make sense. Go ahead. Continue.
I don't want to.
You have to now.
Yeah, I know.
You started it.
In a way. Joel couldn't stop the loud moan from escaping his lungs, and that seemed to encourage Benji even more. It was as though all his energy and brain power had been transferred to his cock.
Couldn't read that too loud, could you?
It's almost like I don't want you to hear me, but I know you have the headphones on.
I hear
And
every
the words
word.
in front of
This
him.
shit sucks. And Joel wanted nothing more than for Benji to touch him.
Did Austin write this?
He might
I
have.
think he did.
I'm going to pass this on to anyone who will read.
Go ahead, Travis. You seem to be the most comfortable with it, which is
Yeah.
probably the.
Listen, Travis has sneak written 2 fics for this podcast.
I bet.
I've only done one, and you wrote one too.
I'm curious
alive.
as to how he even like discovered the website. I feel like he's got a screen name on the website.
He does, but the way we found all of this stuff was someone brought us a fanfic, like printed out to a meet and greet, and it said on the front all big, "This is not fanfic." And then we read it that night in the bus, and
it was
turned out to be
everyone
fanfic.
It turned out it was definitely fanfic, and we were all kind of freaking out. And then so that's kind of, and then Wattpad's just like the famous one. I guess Archive of Our Own is too.
Yeah,
but
because Wattpad is just for any writing, really.
right. Is Archive of Our Own like fully fanfic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're almost there, Travis. You can do
All right.
this.
So I'll do a couple paragraphs, then you can finish it. How about that?
Maybe.
I think you're gonna finish either way in the story, and maybe in real life. Benj, please. Grunting against Joel's skin, Benji brought one hand around Joel's waist to grasp both of their cocks. You like that line? It seems. We finally got a chuckle. Joel groaned again as Benji began to stroke them together, slowly but firmly, and he almost lost it when he felt Benji sink his teeth into his neck.
It's disturbing.
Fuck, Benj, you're gonna make me come. That's the point, Benji growled, quickening his pace. Austin has put his head down, like he's about to play Heads Up 7-Up. Shit. Joel threw his head back, nearly slamming it against the hard tile wall. He reached his hand around to squeeze the heads of their cocks while Benji pumped dutifully, and almost immediately he felt a warm rush of fluid as Benji jerked against him erratically and cried out Joel's name into his shoulder.
That's terrible.
Do you want to finish the story?
I don't.
Joel followed right away, his own orgasm
Awful.
crashing over him as he squinted his eyes shut and let out a choked sigh.
This is terrible.
Ben, don't look at me. Benji released their now flaccid cocks, but didn't pull away. Instead, embracing Joel's waist in a sort of dependent hug, as though he would lose his balance if he let go. That was kind of sweet.
Ugh.
Returning the unexpected embrace, Joel nuzzled his face into Benji's wet hair and held his twin as they both struggled to catch their breath.
I wonder where this person is now. Like, do you think they have kids and shit?
Oh man, who knows?
They should. Okay. Yep.
That was...
Because that was how many years ago? 2006. So that was 13 years ago. Mm-hmm. A lot can change.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That was, yeah. Joel winced at his inability to express what he was thinking. Benji mumbled. Something occurred to Joel just then, and he pulled back just enough to look into Benji's half-closed eyes. Is your shower really broken? Benji grinned. Nope. Fucker.
God!
You little devil.
Well,
You stinker. You tricked me.
Well,
so that was much worse than I expected it to be.
yeah, I'm not going to read any
How
more.
good did you
I'm
expect
not
it to
gonna
be?
read any more of the twin ones.
Yeah, that's. I was going to
I don't even
suggest
want
the same
any,
thing. We should probably just do some water parks ones.
Now, are all of the water parks ones the band hooking up with each other, or?
Kind of. There's also like they bring in John and Lucas and Travis and like our friends.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, they've kind of.
So there's a very like homoerotic vibe going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thundery
Good for
Lee...
you. Good for
My
you
dad
guys.
doesn't listen to the podcast.
No.
Thundery Lee...
He did once and he realized.
Posted...
Yeah. He's like, so what do you do? I'm like, don't. Just stay. Just look at the music. It's fine.
Don't listen to that. Please don't.
Thundery Lee posted 2 fanfics today.
What?
The person who wrote
Today?
this wrote and posted 2
About
fanfics
who?
today. A band called News.
I don't know who that
Okay.
is. Who was the other?
They're both about news.
Oh. Wait, have they written a lot of fics, like in general?
Can you read the first paragraph of news?
Yeah, in a second. They've written 402 news fanfics.
Oh my god.
Just news. This list of fandoms they've written for is really long.
Okay, go back and read the first part of the next their latest thing.
Do you
See
want
if the writing has gotten any better.
These are both from today, so do you want the one called Don't Smile at Me or the one called Groupthink?
Don't smile at me.
Shige doesn't know what he's looking for, but he finds it in Tagoshi's jeans is the description for this one.
What kind of names are those? Is that like a K-pop or
Korean
a J-pop thing?
Or Japan?
Yeah. It's definitely a boy band thing.
It's not loading. We'll come back to that. Just
Okay.
start discussing what you thought of this one.
Okay, well, I was pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah, that was uncomfortable, but
Joel, that was your first fanfic. Would you ever read another fanfic?
that was the first time I've ever read a fanfic.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking for the band news actually. Right now. Nah, it's weird. It's just weird. I don't quite get it. I don't
Yeah.
get the whole fanfic thing, but it's a little dark. Feels like there's a little bit of dark energy.
It's
behind it.
creepy. It's creepier when they're writing about people that are related. We've never dealt with that.
Yeah, we don't have to deal with that with water parks stories.
I wonder if it's. I wonder how much of it is just them trying to get shock value.
Yeah.
Right.
Or are they really fantasizing about these people? I wonder that.
There's definitely a line. Like there's been.
Is there like a thing on the site who can outdo who on how graphic and intense?
I feel like there's not generally, but now within the water parks fandom, there definitely is because they know that it might be read on this show.
See, because when we read season 1, it was all just fanfics that already existed,
Right.
and then when season 2 came around, we were like, these are way more graphic. Like I was like breaking my dick off in a pencil sharpener. You know what I mean? Like they were just going crazy with it.
Right. So that probably becomes the problem on picking because you want to try and stay as true to the art of fanfic as possible. How many listeners do you guys have on this show?
It's usually about like by the end of the season, there's about 1 million.
Million listeners. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting. A million listens or unique listeners?
Oh, listens.
Okay.
I'd say, what is it per episode? Like,
what, 100 to 200,000?
I'd say maybe like 90 to 100,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So to me, I'm very interested that 90 to 100,000 people want to listen exclusively to fanfic every week. So there's got to be something to it.
In a like, I feel like they're listening to be like, oh, it's kind of like people watch shows.
Like
they want to see like train wreck kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Or just like cringe things like The
Yeah.
Office.
There are a lot of cringe things. I mean, there are literally like full on websites for it or like subreddits or.
Yeah. So what did you think of this story though? Is there anything you would like to critique or? You mentioned the lungs, like the.
I feel like
the
I
moan from
know
the
some of your
lungs.
edits.
It was to me. There wasn't a lot of humanity in the script.
That's true.
So I felt it was a bit linear, a bit hollow.
Didn't ring true to
It
you.
did not ring true to our personalities.
Right.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole
that
lot
is
of
not-
personality.
Because you guys have a lot of respect for each other, so he'd probably wait his turn if his shower was broken. He also wouldn't lie to
He
you.
wouldn't lie. We wouldn't.
But what if he was horny?
I still don't think he would lie.
There's a lot of there's a lot of the way this read. It wasn't a very there wasn't a lot of awareness, personal awareness. It felt like there was it was very. So I'm gonna guess this person was young when
Probably
they wrote this.
so.
Probably like 22.
You think
Probably.
that
That's-
old?
Maybe they're younger. But it was very aggressive, which is to me somewhere in that age range of 18 to 23 of like not a lot of asking questions or permission.
Right.
Right. A lot of the stories have been very about consent lately, which is good.
Consent is important.
Yeah.
And I think that comes. There's a
Yeah, and I mean this
awareness
was
you
in
gain over time.
2006.
Yeah.
So a bit of a time capsule.
So yeah, I think that it was it felt like someone who's kind of like dark and horny wrote this. It's like,
That sounds
probably
right.
describes
I won't
our-
argue
a little
that.
twisted.
Yeah.
I think dark and horny describes the whole fan
whole
base of this
idea.
show.
I think most fanfic is just dark and horny. Like most of
Yeah.
it's not like you don't read fanfic and then feel good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
don't feel like warm and fuzzy afterwards.
No, you just kinda
a
feel like,
little
"Nah."
it's a little
That's why we do this like once a year. I
Yeah.
don't drag this out at
Yeah.
all. I'm like, you know what? Just give it all.
I'm
me
not
in
going to
one
put
weekend.
myself through this for more than a few days.
Right.
And then
You
I
it
get a
done.
massage and like take a bath and
detox.
I
Get
recover
the
for like a
detox.
week after
Yeah.
we do these shows.
So what would you rate it out of 5 then? And half points are allowed also.
Well, I don't want to discount their time and effort.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't like badly written
You know, they
or anything.
definitely they tried really hard.
Yeah.
2.
2 out of 5.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Grammatically, it was fine. Did you find a lot of? I mean, my head was
Grammatical
down for
areas.
like a third of it, but
Yeah, I don't think it was like poorly written.
okay. Yeah, I mean, it's just very off base for their character, and also it made me feel hella weird. So I'm gonna say like a 2 again.
Yeah.
Austin, you know us very well, so
Yeah.
you read it and none of it rings true to you.
Right. It's kind of like if Jeff came in and was being like violent and shit. I'd be like, that's just not it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's not how me and Benj interact with each other.
Right.
No.
Yeah. The interesting thing about this one is that, like, generally it's like pretty tame. Like, if you replace the characters with like you and Jeff,
Yeah.
like it wouldn't even bat an eye at it.
You wouldn't have even
because
No,
of, like,
not at all. Just be like, yeah. I
because
know.
of the actual events of it, but it's just the characters chosen that make it.
Yeah, like
so uncomfortable.
if
Right.
it was John and Otto or something, it would have been actually this would have been like one of the most tame stories. It was kind of just like it's like, hey, my shower's messed up. Can I shower with you? Be like, yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
right.
Because they would probably do that.
Yeah. Dude, we used to have to go 3 deep in hotel beds, so I mean, nothing's really like off the table, but except for Benji and Joel fanfics. That's out of reach now, so I can't read any of those. But
So
we got some of these guys.
I'm gonna give that one a 2.5.
Okay.
Never asked me what I thought.
Sorry,
so-
my bad.
Bit
Well,
rude.
what did you think, Travis? You seem to feel...
I already mentioned.
You read it with ease.
Yeah, I already mentioned my general thoughts, but my score is a 2.5.
Okay.
Okay.
I think.
Do you find... Are you generally a passive person?
I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a little passive aggressive.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Just kidding.
Okay.
All right.
Are we gonna do the Gogurt orgy?
Yes, the next story we're gonna read is the Gogurt Orgy by Felony Night on Wattpad.
Okay.
What does it mean?
Oh, I wonder.
All right.
Austin, do you want to start this one?
Sure. All right.
I'll start it.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like it's the least graphic in the beginning.
Yeah.
I feel more comfortable reading the
Yeah, that's
The beginnings.
beginnings
You're like
of
it's like
these.
the horror movie. You're like, I want to read the nice
I'll read the
beginning
nice
and the
part,
very
and
end
then-
when everything's resolved.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
My experience is like
Yeah.
very limited here.
I
so
feel like we need to let you
yeah,
pretty much
gotta
do your thing.
dip my toes in the water.
Yeah.
Of the fanfic genre.
Yeah. What's that pool filled with?
Words.
Okay.
Words.
Austin was laying on the couch.
That's me.
Sucking on some Gogurt.
Yep. Have you ever had
Blue-
Gogurt?
I have.
It's very fucking good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Blue Gogurt while staring at Jeff. I love Jeff.
Jeff's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
boy.
The color of this Gogurt really brings out the color of your eyes, Austin said to Jeff.
I think these letters at the end of paragraphs delineate. I think multiple people wrote this, and so the letters signify who wrote what paragraph.
Okay.
Oh,
so
they
you can
took
just ignore all
turns.
the letters.
Yeah, so we don't need to read the letters, I
okay.
guess.
Thanks, Jeff replied, mildly concerned about that comment, but shrugging it off. Austin wasn't known for saying the most sensible or normal of things anyways. The most sensible or normal of things anyways. He doesn't say the most normal of things, does he?
Yeah. This
No.
person's like old and British.
Austin licked the tip of the Gogurt tube.
Don't call it a tip. Call it anything but a tip.
It is the tip.
And that's what they said.
Yep.
Jeff snatched the Gogurt from Austin and sucked the almost empty tube. Fuck you, Austin screamed. Eat ass, twink. Jeff rolled
Jeff
his
would
eyes
never.
at Austin's Gogurt obsession. Austin began to chew on the tube of Gogurt,
Also,
which you would not do. Everyone knows
No.
that. Gogurt is
The hell?
better than your dick. And
That's probably also true.
Austin said and walked out of the room with clumps of Gogurt.
Ew.
Stuck to his teeth.
That again would
What?
never happen. Would never happen. It becomes completely unbelievable.
Yeah.
When they miss some minor details that everyone knows about Gogurt.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Nasty.
stick to your
It doesn't.
teeth.
That'd be difficult to get it to stay on your teeth.
Yeah, like, they're acting like these are like popcorn kernels.
Picking at his teeth.
Gotta get a
Austin marched
toothpick.
into the bathroom.
Picking Gogurt out of my teeth. Are you serious?
Would never happen, but let's continue.
He pulled down his jeans and began peeing whilst checking Instagram.
I hate when they do that.
Jeff's latest post popped up. Erg. Jeff's words stung a bit. He knows how much Austin loves Gogurt. Looking through Jeff's posts, Austin felt his dick begin to warm. Ah, fuck, he's hard. He decided to
There he
take his
goes.
anger out on his dick.
What?
Austin jerked off to a picture of Gogurt, and when it became time to finish, he ended up coming blue Gogurt because that's all he eats. While Austin was masturbating, the doorbell rings and Jeff answers the door. John, Travis, Otto, Lucas, and Zach come
Oh my
in.
God.
So yeah, there's a lot of people suddenly in here. They usually come over to party or to just play Mario Kart.
Yeah, usually when everybody comes over, it's to party.
Yeah.
You guys ready to party?
That's how it goes down, dude.
Yeah, especially like me and Otto.
What time are you guys gonna come over and party today?
6 p.m.
Do you guys want to come over to party or just play Mario Kart, by
One
the
or
way?
the other. I don't know. We'll see what we feel like
Yeah.
when we get there.
And of course, eat all of the food in the fridge, including Gogurt.
Ah.
Austin heard the knocks and sorted his jeans and shit out, forgetting to clean though.
His jeans and shit.
Forgetting to clean though and walking out to where the others are after going to get more Gogurt because gotta eat after such a physically demanding activity to get your energy back, man.
All right. Austin walked into the living room where all the boys were, beginning to open his Gogurt and squeezing some of the content into his mouth as he did. God, this is all one sentence.
I love content, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Squeezing some of the content into his mouth as he did. I want to read this. I want to start the sentence over and just read it, like without trying to like make sense of it, because I was like trying to read it, like where it would stop and all
Yeah,
that.
because it's a long paragraph.
It's all
that's
just commas. So here we go. Austin walked into the living room where all the boys were, beginning to open his Gogurt and squeezing some of the content into his mouth. As he did, he noticed Jeff watching him, licking his lips devilishly. One sentence.
Squeezing some of the content that lie within the packaging.
Jeff rolled his eyes before taking more Gogurt in his mouth. Don't say it like that, knowing Jeff was probably getting turned on as he did. John was thinking to himself and suddenly blurted out, "You know what I've always wanted to do?" "What?" Austin mumbles, sucking on his blue Gogurt. "Film a porno. We should have an orgy." We do different voices to separate people. John gets that one. Everybody else gets a different one. He says as casually as possible.
All of these stories, whenever John gets involved, is just him like filming all the sex.
Yeah. Well, everyone's like, he has a camera.
Lucky John.
Lucky John.
Austin screeched. He'd always wanted to have an orgy, with Travis, Otto, Lucas, Zach, and Jeff.
Not John, though.
Not John. Anyone but John. Otto was the first one to take his shirt off. See, now if Otto did that, we'd all be too self-conscious to take our shirts off.
Yeah.
Because he's like, just...
I didn't know Otto wore shirts.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you just see him at shows, and that's usually when he pops it off. I wonder if he takes his shirt off when he plays baseball.
I don't know if that's allowed.
Does he play baseball?
Yeah, dude, he's on a baseball team.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're called the Scorpions.
Oh, nice.
They had their first win yesterday.
Good for
He
him.
says.
Yeah, we FaceTimed him. Where was I at?
He began to chew.
He began to chew on the hem of Austin's shirt. When Austin didn't take it off immediately, Otto began to chew through the shirt. That's classic Otto. Austin screeched and kicked Otto. "No, I wanted Jeff to chew my shirt. Fuck you, Otto." Austin was furious. He began to scream and slowly licked Jeff's shirt. Instead of chewing his shirt, he chewed Jeff's tight, skinny jeans that were suffocating his asshole. They could have been suffocating anything, and it had to be.
My asshole needs to breathe.
Yep. Okay.
Gotta get a good deep breath in my ass.
I don't want to read this. Here we go. He started sucking Jeff's asshole, and Jeff wanted to shove. Okay, I don't think this person knows what an asshole is, and Jeff wanted to shove his asshole down Austin's throat.
Oh, well.
It has to be like crazy prolapsed, or like,
Well,
you know
the
what I'm
ne-
saying?
The next sentence,
Well,
though.
sadly, that was impossible. Alludes to that they.
Oh, right. Okay.
So they might know what an asshole is.
Sadly, that was impossible. John licked his camera, jealous that he couldn't film porn with his camera. What? Hang on. John licked his camera, jealous that he couldn't film porn with his camera. Why not?
Maybe is it just a normal camera, not a video camera? If so, then John is he's a fucking idiot for hey, I want to film a porno, so let's have.
Do you have a camera? No.
Classic John, though.
Typical. Perhaps one of the other boys would film it for him later. John doesn't even have an iPhone. John looked at Austin and Jeff and spanked his camera. He wanted to suck his camera. Wait, what? Hang on. He wanted to suck his camera's asshole so bad. Travis. Oh, this is the worst one so far. Travis licked Lucas's feet.
You didn't finish the sentence.
I know. It's real bad right there. While Lucas fucked Jesus, Zach's
Yeah.
what? Throw it with his other foot. The small room was chaotic. Whoever D is
It's a bit of an understatement, I
yeah.
think.
Jeff started to shove Yogos.
Is that like a...
That's a kind of yogurt.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yogo?
I believe so.
It's yogurt on the go. Shove Yogos in Austin's butthole, and Austin got very angry. Got very angry that his hair turned red. Wait, what? But Austin got very angry that his hair turned red. Did like the Go-Gurt turn my hair red, or did I get so mad that my hair turned red?
Well,
Like,
the
did I
next
think?
sentence alludes to the why you were mad.
I want Go-Gurt up my... Oh, I want Go-Gurt up my ass, not Yogos, you dumb bitch. Austin shouts at Jeff, and Jeff just moans because he loves being degraded. Fuck.
Well, now this next sentence causes even more confusion.
John was filming everyone while fucking an empty Go-Gurt tube.
But he just said he can't film anything.
This is the worst story. Travis sucked on... Ah! No! Travis sucked on Lucas's hairy toes. Lucas started to fist Zach with his hand lubed up with Go-Gurt.
Where do these kids get all of these kind of graphic, I'm guessing internet porn?
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
We can ask them. Be
I
like,
just want to
where...
know where these kids get these ideas.
Do you want me to tweet out and ask?
They're pretty creative.
They're creative, but they're dark.
Yeah.
Very.
It's pretty rough.
It's rough. Yeah. It worries me a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fuck?
As a parent, I'm worried.
Right. Oh man, I feel so bad for bringing you on here.
Don't feel bad. I really want to. I want to know the. I really want to know the
psychology
the fan
behind
base.
it. Well, here they are. Otto was feeling left out, so he decided to ask Jeff if he could help him with Austin. Jeff hesitantly agreed. Austin grew mad before he finally let Otto help. Otto grabbed a Go-Gurt tube, squeezing it on his hand before beginning to jerk Austin off with it.
Ooh.
Austin, moaning in pleasure. Travis, go ahead. As Jeff began to help
Classic.
Otto jerk off Austin. John shoved his camera up Otto's ass to get that realistic first-person view. It's like a GoPro, huh? You find a GoPro real quick. Got it. Oh no. Got it.
Oh my god. Yeah.
This is a bad sentence. God. Hey, John, you want to come read this line? It's you. He's
Well,
like,
then I guess you just have to do the voice. God, I love
No, let him do it. Don't read ahead. Just read with it. Start at God.
And you have to say it now if we're taking the time.
Just read at starting at God. Just read it.
We already wasted time having you walk over here.
God, I love the sound of this ASMR your ass is making.
Thank you.
There's more of a
Thank you,
mumble
John.
in the script, but
Yeah, it says
Yeah.
John mumbles
God,
to
I
himself,
love
and the
this.
camera is so deep in Otto you can see his intestines.
Damn.
Oh man.
Do you want to continue on?
No. I'm just chiming in.
You can just
Okay.
add ad libs if
I'm
you
a
want.
good chimer.
Yeah, you can
Uh-huh.
do ad libs.
I chime in. I make comments.
Yeah.
John finally got back on
you
the
know,
show.
the only problem I think that I see with me being on the show is I actually feel like it's like a little bit of a world you guys are going into. It's like,
and you don't want to come with us.
and I think like I probably seem like a dad, and I feel like it really exposes like a private world where kids are writing these kinds of things.
Thing is,
and they
that's
don't
why-
want to be found out.
But here's the thing.
Right.
by anyone
I know what
but
you
each
mean.
other.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
I feel like I'm invading someone's privacy
Right.
in their like. It's like a weird little like creepy diary.
that was a worry with season 1, but then that's when we were like, look, give us permission and send us your fic. You know what I mean? So that way it's not like people just wrote this and they didn't think we were gonna see it. They like submitted it that way because we were like, look, we're not trying to make anyone like we're not trying to shame anyone.
I'm not trying to shame anyone.
No.
That's it.
That's not it. But so yeah, we definitely don't go for fics that aren't sent to us by the author. So in a way, they want this
Except
to
for
be
the one
seen.
you found about.
Yeah, I did have to find all the other banned ones. So
Oh, true.
But at this point, they wouldn't care because it would definitely have to be in a stage in your life that you're writing these.
yeah, you got to be going through some shit. to
maybe
say some of
maybe
this.
there's a statute of limitations that like 2006 one.
Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe
Like
it's all
10
right by
years
now.
is like the Yeah.
Definitely, I can. The very young people wrote this. I can.
Yeah, for
tell you
sure.
it's
Okay,
very-
yeah.
one
which
thing
is
you'll
also creepy.
I was gonna say one thing you'll be able to kind of pick up is most of the people that write these, we don't think they've actually like had sex before,
Right.
Because a lot of the times when they're describing what's happening, we're like, that's not how that
You're like,
works.
I've had that done to me before. That's not how that. That's not how you would describe
Right.
that.
Although
Right.
Austin is now going to try to figure out a way to get his asshole down somebody's throat.
Yeah.
He's going to try to figure out
I've
that
got to
one.
wait for marriage. That's all I'm saving.
Okay. You'll do anything but
fine,
that
as long as
until
you're
you're married.
Right. Otto began to scream. Don't like that. When John accidentally slipped the camera out of his hands and the camera began to crawl towards his esophagus.
Oh,
So is the camera alive now?
that's
think
not a
so.
sin if you're married.
As long as it's in the eyes of the Lord, everything's fine. The pain was unbearable, and John tried to move his arm around inside of Otto.
Again, not a sin if you're married.
Dude, when you get married, you guys can be like each other's puppets.
Yeah.
Just stick a hand up there, like, you know. He could feel the camera but couldn't get a grip on it. God. The camera shattered when it reached Otto's sharp jawline. I guess
Ouchie.
that was kind of a compliment.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, well,
You want to dispute that?
Yeah.
oh, never mind. Okay.
John gave up and let Otto suffer. Sounds right. Travis, you go ahead.
I'm gonna Gert! Shouted
I'm gonna
Austin
Gert.
and Otto and
That's
Jeff.
the worst.
And Jeff continued to do things to Austin until he girded all over Zach and Lucas, who also girded, and there was just girt everywhere, and Jeff and Otto and John girded too. Travis quickly started to collect all the girt, putting the girt into tubes to sell Go-Gurt since his career isn't going so well. Jesus.
Wow, that was a dig.
Wow. Not far off, though. My dick smells like Go-Gurt now. Grew too long, so now I tuck it. I don't got no one to fuck with because my dick smells like Go-Gurt, Jeff shouted. Well, Austin grinned and began to lick the girt on the floor. John ended the porno and licked his camera's dick one last time. But the camera shattered inside of Otto.
Yeah,
So.
this doesn't make. First off, okay. A few days later, Austin nervously walked. Jeffy, yes, I'm pregnant. Great. Anyway, the end.
The classic ending of where one
There
of you
was
is
a
pregnant.
lot wrong with this. Is one of the shock value ones, I think.
Yeah.
So
It was kind of a play on like the big ice cream orgy one from season 1.
right, but the thing is, all right, so there was a lot wrong with this. It was definitely like a shock value thing, but it's
I
not
feel like-
necessarily the shock value that bugs me. It's the inconsistencies.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not like one of the bigger like, oh look at how crazy this is ones. It's more like pulled back than that. I mean, it's definitely absurd, but yeah, what I was gonna say, I agree with you, is that like having people trade off paragraphs.
Right. It's not a good thing. It's like people have a hard enough time keeping their own story together, much less having like 6 of them like
It's a
working
bit
as a.
incongruent.
Right.
Like John
yeah.
didn't have a camera, or so John was like, "Let's film a porno." Then he didn't have a camera. Then he had a camera that was alive. Then it
broke, but then he was able
but
to
then
suck
it
its dick.
There was a bit of laziness in the they weren't following each other's stories.
no.
Yeah, like it's fun
Like,
if you
so
want to like
therefore
write a
they got
story.
details
They should have worked together.
If this was a class project, they would have failed. If it was a group project, I had group
Get
projects.
him. See, that's probably the meanest thing you'll say this whole time. So that's like your diss to them.
Yeah, it's
If
cool.
this was school, you would have fucking failed.
Good thing this isn't school.
Right.
It's
Good
cool if
thing
you
that
want to.
none of us had to go to school.
This is more important
Yeah.
than school.
This is.
It's cool if you want to write like a story with all your friends, but you need to like read what they wrote.
Yeah.
Also,
How important do you guys think college is?
It depends what you want to do, but not really.
Only if it's something you need a degree for, like, going to be a doctor. Or
Yeah,
a lawyer
doctors
or-
and lawyers and all that shit.
And
they-
all of the.
I want my
degree-
doctor to have gone to college.
Yes. And studied somewhere.
Right.
right.
My
yeah.
producer, I don't care.
Yeah.
But,
Do you feel that most younger people today feel the need to go to college, or do you think they all kind of see it as something that they do if they need to for a job that they want to pursue?
I think the pressure is still there, but I think people are kind of finding ways around it. Mm-hmm. At least in our world. Go on.
wonder if these.
I mean, yeah, the pressure's still there, and I think a lot of jobs require it, which puts the pressure on even more. I went to college.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How was that?
I mean, I enjoyed it. I mean,
Were you
not
in a
like
frat?
the work. No, I was not. I was not at a school with frats.
You seem fratty.
Yeah, I do give off fratty vibes. But no, I mean it was fine.
No.
Yeah.
Did you get hazed?
No, it was like a small private college.
Did you live in a frat house?
No,
Did you live in a sorority?
no.
Did you wear a frat Letterman's jacket?
Yes, I did actually.
Were you Beta Alpha Chi?
Did you
Yeah.
drink chai?
He did actually.
I had chai lattes like every day.
That's
yeah.
how I've learned what those were. Actually, is from you.
Yeah,
Yeah. You'd be like, I'm getting a dirty chai latte. I'd be like, the fuck?
I had one yesterday when we went to Starbucks.
Did you go to college, Austin?
For 3 semesters.
Wow.
But my parents wanted me to. And it was
Right.
just, and then I quit to do this. And yeah. I told
Worked
my
out.
dad, I was like, if I don't get signed off this EP here, I'll go back. And we got signed.
I gave myself 4 years instead of going to college to get a record deal. That was the
Okay.
deal I made with myself.
How many years did it take?
2.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks. You did it with some time to spare. Nice.
So yeah, so y'all did similar things. He just gave himself a lot less time.
Yeah.
But it worked
It worked
anyway.
out.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
We did it.
You
Y'all did
good.
it.
Now you need a record deal.
I do need a record deal. Hopeless said on Twitter that they would sign me.
Okay.
Don't know why they said that, but I'm still waiting to get that stuff and get those contracts in the
What
mail.
kind of record deal do you want?
Oh, you know,
I
I'll
could give you an honorary record deal.
Dude, that'd be sick. What if he was like,
We could
like,
give you an MDDN, like a real record deal.
I mean, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
oh,
There we
cool.
That is cool.
I like it. Huh? No, for him. Now he's signed.
John's not even paying
John's
attention.
not. We're not going to sign John though, right?
We could sign John.
No.
We're supposed to not sign John.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Yeah, he changed his mind. That's right.
We have so much influence.
Yeah, I know. It's great. Yeah, yours can be for like audiobook reading.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Would you like to do that?
Like actually do it?
Yeah.
Not as. I
Do the
mean,
work part?
I would do it. I just don't think anyone wants to hear me do it. Well,
I think you have to just pick the subject matter that you're reading. And
yeah.
Him reading porn's pretty good.
I could do that. That would
Do
be
that.
easy for me.
Yeah.
I would like that. That would be fun.
It's like you've already read the worst of it. I think.
Right. So yeah, to read some that is probably at
That's
least
just
more
like normal
competently
sex. Yeah.
written.
Like you
Yeah.
could read 50 Shades of Grey and it'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'd be fine.
People would love it too.
What if you did like a daily news? You read the news in like
You read someone
news
else's
bites.
news.
News bites where you did the news like and there was like a daily podcast of news,
I like
current
that.
events.
Do I have to like be a journalist and figure out the news? Or
No,
can I just
no,
get
no.
it?
You're reading off of a feed.
Just go to Twitter
You're just
moments
letting
and like
people
read
know.
all of.
Yeah, that sounds like a really cushy gig
It was
to me.
fishy. Yeah.
That'd be kind of tight.
It would
Dude,
be,
every
yeah.
episode's just like 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll do 5. We'll see if we can get to 10.
Okay. All you gotta do is read Twitter moments, but you're like,
Yeah. Just read 15 tweets. and
Right.
then hit stop record.
It would be so dark.
You have a good radio voice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Look, he likes my voice.
It's a great radio voice.
Austin tends to mock my voice a lot on this show.
Isn't that what friends do? Make fun of each other.
Are we friends?
Yes.
Okay. Then yes. Yeah.
How long have you guys known each other?
Since I went to
12th grade.
college.
Okay, 12th grade.
Yeah.
I think we met like right at the end.
friends?
I met him on my prom night.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah. So
He hit me with a waffle.
that was
Did
in
you ask
2010.
each other if you wanted to be friends, or did you just become friends?
No, I was like, I'll be friends with him. He was wearing a tracksuit and he threw a waffle at me.
How often do you think guys
Uh-huh.
become friends and acknowledge they've become friends?
Never.
Hey, did we just become friends?
And if they
Or
do, it's really
do you
weird.
want to be friends? Or
Only if they're like trying to quote stepbrothers at each other. I think is when they say it.
But that's how they do it. They joke around, right?
I
Right,
forgot about Step
yeah.
Brothers.
It's pretty good.
They only acknowledge it to other people.
It's true, yeah.
Yeah, that's my friend.
Yeah. Like I would
interesting,
never be
isn't it?
like, I wouldn't be like, John, we're friends, right? Okay, no,
Would you say we're friends?
John, are we
I feel like we're friends.
Are we friends?
I always acknowledge when I become friends with someone.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
We're
it's been
friends. You're really one of my best friends.
That's nice.
And then-
that's yeah.
You establish like the relationship.
right. Austin, it's been.
I
About,
guess we could be more vocal about that kind of thing.
In like 11 months or so, it'll have been 10 years that we've been friends.
What?
There you see, you just did it. You acknowledged it.
Yeah,
That's
Great.
crazy.
I know, it's a really long time.
Wow. You're right. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
was a senior and we're 17 during that.
Well, this thing about it is we graduated in 2010, and now it's 2019.
Yeah. Wow.
Can you guys ask your listeners what kind of podcast they think I should have?
Yes.
That's a great.
Y'all,
Would help a
everybody
lot.
listening and or watching, what kind of podcast do you want Joel to do?
Something, obviously not as graphic as this, but
Right.
like,
Joel's another one of those people where I was like, oh, he's too good to be here. No, I mean like pure wise, like not in like he's too cool for us. I mean like
No, yeah.
his,
But also that.
his heart is too good.
I'll tell you, my
for this.
mind has never gone to these places that this podcast took me to having to actually visualize.
Right.
Though I will say, I feel like it's probably important to see, experience these kinds of things. I mean, I know it's a real thing that people do. They write these things, and,
Yeah.
and there are
It's giving you a new perspective.
There's a darker side of life that you
Right.
have to be aware of. So
I love that you found a positive in this.
I'm not. Yeah, it's
In this
there's
bleak
definitely
abyss.
a positive
Well,
being here.
how do you feel now knowing that people have been writing these stories about you for like 10 plus years, at least?
It's probably been like
I'll
15.
probably try to forget that they have.
Yeah. Just
This has
wipe
been going on
Wattpad from
behind
your
the
mind.
scenes for so long.
Look, I think that it's a certain kind of person and thing. I'm not gonna judge it. I'm not gonna, I'm not going.
It's just not for you.
It's not necessarily it's not somewhere I would go back to.
Mm-hmm.
But
Which
you
story was
enjoyed it while
easier
you were
for you to
there.
hear?
the water park story was definitely easier.
Yeah.
To hear.
Would you say you liked it? That story?
No,
Wait, did we rate this one yet?
No, we haven't talked about it.
I think this one's this one I'm gonna have to say. I have to give this one a 2 as well.
I'm giving this
Right.
one a 1.
Because they didn't do enough homework on each other's.
Yeah, it was it was
details.
really badly written.
They really let some of the details go,
It's like
Yeah.
their friendship's falling apart. Nobody listens to each other.
or they don't.
Wow. And
Really,
you hate to see it.
I think personally, my guess,
Yep.
is they actually aren't all friends in real life. I think they're digital friends,
Right.
And
Oh,
they're
shit.
passing it around online.
Yeah.
Or they just like had one
and there
Google
was
Doc.
a few lazy writers in this.
Can we pinpoint the lazy ones?
I think they were probably doing like a where you only like go off of the last paragraph that was written.
Mm-hmm.
Which I mean is like
Okay.
a fun little game, but it doesn't make for a good story.
You couldn't print this as a novel.
No.
No, not at all.
But Travis
A
printed it
novella.
I did print it.
at work.
I did print these off at work. So maybe I will not have a job by the end of next week. It's a good thing I'm getting that record deal.
Yeah.
Because, when you get a record deal, you're set for life.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, the advance is going to be really astonishing.
Your advance, we buy you lunch.
Ooh, I'm better off than I was. I'm gonna give this one a 2 also.
Really?
Yeah.
It was so inconsistent for me. It
But
was
it
just,
had like some good funny moments, but
that's why it didn't lose all its points.
right. Yeah.
But it wasn't consistent. It wasn't very well written. And also, like, Go-Gurt being stuck to your teeth.
It's nasty.
I took off 2 points, like 2 full points for that.
Because it was a completely unrealistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's truly nasty.
What do you guys think the most reaction you get from these podcasts is over the really great fanfic or your reactions to the...
It's probably the reactions. I don't think people
Do you
necessarily...
take live callers?
No. Well, because these don't come out for, like... It'll probably be out
Several
in...
months.
Yeah, it'll probably be, like... This one will probably air, like, maybe in, like, 2 months. Because it's, like, episode 8, something like that. And there's one a week. And then John has to edit them. And
What if you did a show with callers that wasn't time stamped? So it was like standalone, kind of
Just do like a special.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys could do the slumber party special, and you could take calls, and people could tell you about things that annoy them.
Okay. Wait, so what would be an example of this?
I hate it.
Uh-huh.
Just talking about the show.
Like someone's like, when I go to when I go to the mall, I'm imagining like
When I go to the mall.
and I'm at Orange Julius.
I have a mall story in a minute. By
What
the
is
way.
Orange Julius? Sorry.
It's like a yogurt.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's like a smoothie place.
Got it.
What or Cinnabon? When I go to Cinnabon,
Okay, cool. I know what that means.
and they give me an old Cinnabon. I hate that.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
The chair broke.
He got so excited about.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
gosh, that is.
Well, that's bad.
I was like, why am I slipping?
Jesus
That
Christ.
didn't happen earlier.
Where is that chair from?
Here. So,
Oh my god. Okay.
Whose place is this?
don't know. Some guy on Airbnb.
Oh, you Airbnb'd it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we probably have to pay for that chair now.
Jesus Christ. I'm back and better than ever.
Austin's chair leg broke and he fell over.
That's incredible that the leg broke. It was very hard to do that.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I wasn't
How
even
did
like
that
leaning
happen?
on it. I know
I'm-
what this is. You're Illuminati and you hated the story and that was you punishing me.
No, I didn't hate the story.
Okay, so anyways, Cinnabon.
You know, you commiserate with your fan base over things they love or don't love,
About
Okay.
the mall.
or anything.
Okay.
Just in life.
Yeah,
It
okay.
doesn't have to be time sensitive or current affair related.
Right.
Right. I went
do
to
it.
the mall to see Avengers Endgame at the theater
Still
there.
haven't seen it.
Me
It's
either.
good. This was my second time seeing it, and I went to the bathroom
Everyone says
beforehand.
it's like 4 hours long and that's so daunting.
It's only 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours.
Well, I went into the bathroom to use the bathroom before the movie because it's 3 hours long.
Yeah.
And I was going towards one of the stalls that was open, like the door is visibly open, and I push open, and
And there's someone in there.
a man was masturbating in there.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
That's terrible.
What?
You've got quite the luck
Yeah.
of the draw.
So I went in a different.
Yo, did you make a
stall.
wish?
I did earlier in the day, and that was it coming true.
Does any part of you wonder? Hear me out. Does any part of you wonder that reading this
It's karmic justice.
attracts the energy of certain things to your life? I wonder.
Could be. That's why we only do this once a year.
Yeah.
Just hear me out.
That was my cosmic
There's
punishment.
there's a certain power in meditating on things that I think vibrationally sends out, vibrations that attract certain energies.
Are
to
you
your
victim
life.
blaming me for being sexually assaulted?
I am
Wow,
saying
wow.
I am saying it's your fault, Josh.
Damn.
It's your fault.
That's intense.
Leave the poor. I'm just kidding. That's terrible. That's awful. Did it trigger any terrible?
No, I'm fine.
Just from
Feelings?
the time you went to the movies.
It's
and saw a
traumatic,
guy.
actually. That's traumatic.
Wait, did
Yeah.
you see like his full on dick?
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw the whole pud
Oh,
being
I didn't know if he was
pulled.
like turned
gosh.
around.
Did you
No.
report it?
Yes, I reported it to customer service. I had to go up to this man and tell him.
Be like,
So tell me. All right.
Well, I walked up to him and I said,
Reenact it.
Oh, fuck.
well, because he was like the customer service like
I'll be the
kiosk.
guy in the stall.
Oh my.
Come up to
I-
me and report it.
I told him, I said,
Yeah. Excuse me. Yes. Can I help you?
I was like, yeah, I don't know if you are the person to tell this to,
I am the assistant manager, and the manager is out. So yes, I am.
but I was just in the bathroom over by the broken
And
stairs.
Was it clean enough for you, sir?
In a way.
And this man was smashing his pecker.
Yeah, I said there was a man in the stall masturbating, and he said, "Well, okay, I'll call security." And I said, "Okay,
Security!
I will go watch Avengers Endgame now." And so we went our separate ways. I don't know what happened.
How many more times did you think about what you had just like? How
Did it ruin the movie?
How disturbed? Were
No,
you?
the movie's great. Nothing could ruin that movie.
Could you still?
Did you still eat popcorn?
Did you?
No.
Did you wash your hands before you left the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you still eat like?
Did the
snacks
guy
and stuff?
stop?
No.
It's disgusting.
Oh, here's the worst detail probably, is that
You
I
heard
had
a splatter
I
when you
pushed I pushed the door open to go into the stall obviously, and he
Yeah.
was in there, so I immediately turned around.
Did he say anything?
He didn't say anything, but he had to get up and go like push the door closed again. But he didn't. It was
Was he
like,
in the big stall or like at one of the smaller ones?
He was in the big one.
Terrible.
Okay, so he was back there on the toilet with it unlocked. It's like he wanted to be caught.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a weird. Anybody that's doing that already has a weird. It's disgusting.
It was bad. Yeah.
And more than anything, it makes me actually worry for. Could you imagine if you were like there with your dad if you were a little kid and you walked on that? That's
Right.
the terrible
Yeah.
part. It's terrible that you have.
Dude, you have the parent perspective. We never go there really.
I would.
Like-
I would fucking.
Oh yeah,
Lose it.
Yeah, you would probably like strangle the dude. You'd probably
I
kill
know.
him.
I would close the door and I'd be like, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna tell the police. I'm gonna call the police."
Quit pulling your pud here at the store, please.
Because
Benji would probably kill him. I feel like.
He would probably do a murder in the
In
mall.
all seriousness,
Yeah.
it's just wrong.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm sorry that you had to go through that. That's terrible.
Thank you.
Yeah.
On a lighter note, I did put out the question on our Twitter of where do you people get the ideas for these stories?
You people.
And so some of the responses we got were young, corny, and bored, just like Austin
They
said.
say young, corny, or horny.
Horny.
Oh, okay, great.
Someone just said our minds. Someone said our imagination. Someone said my ex gave me the idea for mine.
Jesus.
Goodness.
Someone said Satan.
Ooh.
So someone
Sounds
said
right.
My
At least.
favorite explanation. so
someone said I got the idea at 3 a.m. when I woke up from a nightmare. That sounds. I'm hoping that we're gonna eventually wake up from this nightmare.
Right. This is the real one.
yeah.
This is the nightmare. We get exposed to all their dark shit.
Yeah.
Right. Someone said all my years in public school.
Ooh.
So
Jesus Christ.
So so they're having fun.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Good kids. Good.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Good old fashioned fun.
Right.
I've got a good fourth of them muted.
How many younger people, kids, whatever you want to call it, actually use pens and pencils?
I think they all have to in school.
Oh,
No, I
they
mean
still
in
got
general.
Scantrons.
Oh, in general?
Oh, they don't write these with pencil. They
Like-
definitely type all.
Do people still send cards to each other?
I don't think so, but they should.
Postcards? Things like that?
I'll send
Not
you a postcard.
regularly, I don't think.
I still have your Christmas card. Yeah.
I send cards.
Yeah, I like them.
And postcards.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's gonna do it for this episode.
Wow,
we read
just
2 really good
abruptly.
stories. I gotta keep the train rolling.
Yeah.
Oh my
sometimes.
You
God.
should wear an engineer's hat.
Everybody
That'd be
tweet.
cute.
Everybody tweet. I'm so sorry at Joel Madden.
Oh my god.
Is there anything you want to plug right now?
Keeping in mind to not be too topical because God knows when this will come out.
You're like, we have a show tonight.
June 4th.
Yeah.
We're not doing too many shows this year. Cool. So,
Dude, us either. Hell
yeah. So, Good Charlotte's taking it easy this year. We're trying to figure out if we're going to make new music or not. We'll figure it out. Everybody knows where to find that kind of information.
Right.
Google.
Everything at MDDN's going great. I would be plugging the water parks album,
but we shouldn't.
but no, we shouldn't do that.
I'm tired of hearing about it. So
Yeah, I don't have anything to plug.
Okay.
Just
Well.
hope everyone out there is having a good time. Everyone that's listening to the podcast is getting something out of it.
Dang it. See,
And-
everybody who's plugging nice stuff like this is too good to be here.
Joel hopes
No.
all of our listeners are getting off.
I hope they're entertained.
Yeah.
I hope I hope you guys are having fun and that you can see this podcast growing into continuing to grow into a substantial creative platform for yourselves to express yourselves and help people.
And one day to eclipse water parks entirely.
Maybe, you never know.
Hey,
Thank you for that. That's like the best plug, probably.
Hey, I like podcasts, so I am.
Me too.
I'm a big fan of podcasts, so I think they're good. The world needs more good, podcasts. So
Unfortunately,
guys.
this won't be one of them.
You never know.
We could evolve.
Yeah, it might evolve into something nice.
Look, I think like what you're doing is you're creating a space where you can actually, by taking it to this extreme, you're actually creating a space where you can talk about anything. And by setting up the first few seasons of being such extreme material, the future of the podcast, it doesn't have to stay in fanfic. It can go funny, serious, all different directions. And because you've already taken it to levels, I don't know if anyone's taken it to these levels on a podcast of extremism. It actually allows you guys to talk about anything, and I actually think it's a little genius like that.
Did you just inspire us to be better on our own podcast? Because I think that just happened.
I don't know. I don't think you need to be better. I don't think you need to be anything other than what you are. But
That's
I
nice.
always look at things and go, I wonder where this goes, because everything grows.
Yeah.
So I look at this and I go, well, they've taken this to the far extreme of what anyone could talk about.
Yeah.
Right. Fanfic is like,
It doesn't get
we
that
read.
much more wild than...
So then I wonder, like, okay, well, if you've gone there, what subject is off limits? There's no subject that could be off limits after you've read the
Yeah.
stuff that I imagine you've read.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And you've had all sorts of guests on here that have probably been as uncomfortable reading something as they've ever been in their life. So there's
Yeah.
probably a lot of opportunities for like all different kinds of subjects on here. So I think it's very interesting. I'm excited to have a front row seat to the growth of your podcast.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Let's end it on that really, really nice
That's
note.
a really nice
before
note to
we
end
ruin
on.
it somehow.
Thank you very much, Joel, for being here. Everybody
thank
go
you.
follow him
Love you
on
guys.
all this stuff. Love you too, dude.
I love everybody. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and good night.